city, the Forge of Origins, a city built on the foundation of creation and transformation. The Forge of Origins is a living, breathing testament to the raw power of elemental forces, especially fire and molten metal. It is an ever-changing metropolis where the energy of molten cores powers creation, and inhabitants harmonize with these primal forces to forge, mold, and craft their surroundings. Aha! Distinguishable characteristics. 1. The Molten Towers. The skyline is dominated by the molten towers, immense structures glowing with the flowing rivers of molten metal coursing through their cores. These towers are not just architectural marvels, but also symbolic representations of the constant process of transformation that defines the city. As the molten energy surges within, the towers shift hues from deep red to golden amber, pulsing with the energy of creation. These towers also supply energy to the city's forges and workshops, the lifeblood of the creative process that fuels innovation and art. Number 2. The Ember Streets. Winding through the city like glowing veins are the Ember Streets, paths made of blackened stone and embers that radiate warmth. As people traverse these streets, their footsteps leave glowing marks, evoking the idea that each step represents a spark of inspiration. These temporary imprints slowly fade, reinforcing the city's philosophy of continuous transformation. Each moment and idea is fleeting, yet vital to the next creation. 3. The Flame Gardens. Scattered across the city are the Flame Gardens, surreal and mesmerizing elemental spaces where plants have adapted to thrive in extreme heat. The flora glows with bioluminescence, while flame-resistant plants sway next to bubbling lava pools. These gardens represent the balance between life and fire, symbolizing the harmony the city's inhabitants maintain between creativity and the elemental forces that surround them. 4. The Smoldering Bridges. Connecting the different districts are the smoldering bridges, their metal arches glowing faintly with heat. As the metal expands and contracts with the fluctuating temperatures, the bridges seem to shift subtly, as if alive. These bridges embody the city's philosophy of connectivity and transformation, symbolizing how different elements, art, fire, and metal, intertwine to create something new. 5. The Forged Plaza. At the heart of the city lies the Forged Plaza, an expansive space where artists and blacksmiths work side by side. Forges burn hot here, illuminating the entire area with the glow of molten metal. The clang of hammers on anvils and the hiss of cooling steel form a symphony of creation. This plaza is the beating heart of the city, a place where ideas take physical form, where art is forged, molded, and reborn. 6. The Horizon of Embers. The edge of the city blurs into the Horizon of Embers, a vast expanse of cooling lava fields that shimmer with the fading light of embers. The occasional burst of molten lava lights up the horizon, creating a breathtaking and ever-changing landscape. This horizon represents the endless possibility of transformation, new beginnings, raw energy awaiting to be shaped by the hands of the city's creators. Artistic integration. Visually, the Forge of Origins is dominated by the warm, molten tones of red, orange, gold, and black. The architecture flows and undulates as though shaped by fire itself. Structures glow with an internal heat, their forms constantly shifting as though they are molten metal in the process of cooling and reshaping. Flames flicker throughout the city, creating a sense of dynamic energy and constant motion. Art in this city is focused on transformation, the interplay between fire and creation. Sculptures are often made in real time from molten metal, cooling and solidifying in the hands of the artisans. Many of the art installations are kinetic, reacting to the heat and air currents, further emphasizing the theme of constant change. The beauty of the art in the Forge of Origins lies in its raw, primal quality, forms that are both elegant and untamed, reflecting the elemental forces from which they are created. Philosophy and way of life. The inhabitants of the Forge of Origins are creators who draw inspiration from the primal forces of fire and earth. Their philosophy centers around the belief that destruction and creation are inseparable forces. To create, one must first destroy the old, break it down, and transform it into something new. This cycle of constant renewal shapes every aspect of life in the city, from its architecture to its art. Collaboration is a cornerstone of the city's culture. Whether it's artisans working side by side to build monumental sculptures, or blacksmiths and architects designing buildings that shift and change with the seasons, the people of the Forge of Origins thrive on the creative energy that comes from working together. They view their work as a continuous process, with nothing ever truly finished. Everything is always in a state of becoming. The idea of sustainability is woven into this philosophy. Materials are constantly melted down and reformed, ensuring that nothing goes to waste. The city itself is seen as a living entity, growing and transforming along with its inhabitants. In this way, the people of the Forge of Origins are deeply connected to their environment, both respecting and harnessing the raw, untamed power of the elements. In summary, Incredibism City, the Forge of Origins, is a place where fire, metal, and creativity converge. It is a dynamic, ever-changing city where transformation is not just a process, but a way of life. The city's architecture, art, and philosophy are all shaped by the belief that creation is born from the raw forces of destruction and that life itself is a continuous cycle of renewal.